What makes a trail hero? Well, we're finding out today on At Your Leisure as we take you to one event that challenges riders to do more than just explore the sand. I'm Ria Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth. We're in a land of red and blue with some veterans looking to hit the trail. From there, Steve Human takes us to the farm and one celebration that will make you appreciate the harvest. What do all the sheep have to do with it? Well, he'll show you.
Finally, we'll find out what's happening in American Fork Canyon. Own the outdoors with AYL.
You know, one thing about our fans, they love something new, and I'll tell you, AYL fans, we've got something new for you today. Hi, I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Booth, and we're at Sand Hollow State Park here in Hurricane, Utah. And we are here for Trail Hero, which is a premier event of rock crawlers.
Rock crawlers and UTVs. It's a trail system, it's a celebration in the fall that they hope will eventually rival that of Moab in the spring. And we are going to go out and find some of those trails today and show you what this event is all about.
We are at Sand Hollow State Park in Hurricane, Utah for the Trail Hero event. We're out here to go play on the rocks. We've got everything from mild wild trails for four-wheeling and UTVs. And we're out here to let people know what this area is available and capable of. We've got tons of buggies out here, we've got tons of stock jeeps and everything in between.
Yeah, for the inaugural event, we're actually really excited about the amount of participation and response we've gotten. Right now we're seeing people from 13 different countries at our event. 11% of our participants are from the state of Utah and only 2% are from St. George itself. So that means that the economic impact from the event is going to be pretty wide range.
So at Trail Hero, we tried to bring in every aspect of rock sports possible. So we've got trail rides going out for 4 days and there's over 80 trails. Then on Thursday, we are doing a Trail Breaker Challenge brought to you by All Pro Off-Road. We have literally mapped out a canyon, selected 10 of the top guys from across the country. We're going to have them attempt to run this canyon.
So originally the idea started with my grandfather, who's military, or was military, and after a couple years of going through therapy and everything he had to do, we realized that he wasn't going to be able to go on hikes, he wasn't going to be able to enjoy the outdoors without motorized access. Now what we do is we create awareness as many ways as possible. All of our events are free to spectate. We want to get as many people out here as possible. We have a special needs access day. We want people with mental and physical disabilities to enjoy the outdoors with us because we know that without motorized access, they'd have no opportunity to do that. And same with the vets and active military.
We have a very unique situation here. Sand Mountain is an open OHV area, and in order for it to stay open, we need to use it because right now there is a current negotiation of a land swap between BLM and a private entity. So it's all about keeping public lands open for public.
We're really the first line of defense, in my opinion. We want to make sure that the land stays open.
Well, you know, adventure always begins, they say, where the pavement ends and the dirt begins, and that's where we are.
That's right, we're just about ready to air down and start our East Rim Trail.
But right now, it's time for us to travel not far from here for our travel adventure.
That's right, we're heading to Cedar City to the Heritage Livestock Festival, and Steve Human's got that story.
It's a woolly one.
The leaves are changing color, the temperature is dropping, and there's a distinct smell of autumn on the air. October is a time of transition across the country, but here on the farm, it's also one of harvest, when the hard work of summer finally pays its dividends. Now, there's a lot to celebrate there, and in fact, I'm going to take you to one upcoming event today that turns harvest time into a community festival with plenty of fun, food, music, and lots of sheep.
Cedar City, Utah has earned its place as one of the most impressive destinations in the West. This historic town right off Interstate 15 has become known as Festival City, USA, home of Shakespearean drama and outdoor recreation options unmatched anywhere else. Beyond those well-known trappings, however, lies a legacy of farming and ranching that built and helped sustain Cedar even today. To celebrate that fact, the community throws a party each fall that invites visitors from across the Rockies to appreciate not only the food we eat, but the lifestyle that makes it possible. It's the Cedar Livestock and Heritage Festival, now in its 10th year.
So the festival started actually when they built a new development on the south end of Cedar City, and it blocked the historic livestock trail. And it caused a lot of hard feelings between the developers and the ranchers and the city. And it's a livestock trail that's been in continuous use for 150 years, and there's still thousands of animals that go up and down it. And so there was a lot of hard feelings and fighting, and our idea was we ought to be celebrating that trail. I mean, there's very few communities that have a livestock trail that's still in active use going through them. And so some local ladies got a hold of me and said, we got to do this. And so in 2006, we started the festival, and it's to honor the traditions of Cedar City, our livestock trail, and particularly sheep. Sheep actually built Cedar City.
And the centerpiece of the event is actually the sheep coming down from their summer grazing lands to spend the winter in warmer areas of the valley. They travel right down Main Street at the end of a massive parade, which features everything you could possibly want from such an occasion. It's the perfect marriage of pioneer spirit and modern sensibilities, showing respect for the cowboys of centuries past and the technologies that forge the future.
There's so many people that come up to me after this parade and say, we had no idea that, about Cedar City's history, and I think it's real important. And it's still going on. It isn't gone. I mean, these sheep that are coming down today have spent the whole summer up on the mountain, and they're still an active part of the economy, and we'll have cattle people represented, we'll have the hay people represented, and so agriculture's still an active part of the community.
But the parade is only the start of the festival. Over at the Diamond Z Arena, live music fills the hall as lamb burgers sizzle on the grill, horses pull their weight, and antique tractors show their stuff. Everywhere you look, there is a reminder of how our history is so much closer to us than we sometimes imagine.
So we got a local Model A club, plus a lot of really other neat cars out there. There's a tractor show with all the vintage tractors, and they also have a pull for those antique tractors. Inside the barn, we have a really good Dutch oven contest, and Dutch oven's a Utah thing, and so we have a People's Choice Dutch oven contest. That's where we don't bring in fancy judges, we have the people decide who made the best meal.
It takes a special kind of person to cook with a Dutch oven. You need coals and sometimes even a fire. It's really a historical part of Utah and our founding. It's actually our state pot. And so we really want to celebrate our history at the Cedar Livestock and Heritage Festival.
Hundreds of people judge each dish, and let me tell you, the smells alone are worth the price of admission to be one of the judges. Now here in the West, no matter how urban we think we've become, we will always harken back to our legacy of exploration and discovery. We will always find comfort in the cowboy tales of our great-grandparents and the heritage they left behind. And that is what is embraced each autumn here in Cedar City.
Everywhere something's going on, and it's really fun to watch and take part in. It's a beautiful time in this area and a unique festival, and it just couldn't be any better. You can't have more fun than you can have right here, and you can do it relatively inexpensively.
Agriculture is what keeps us free as a nation, really. If we're dependent on anybody else for those goods, we're really in trouble. So I'm thankful that we help people become more aware of those that produce our food and fiber.
The Cedar Livestock and Heritage Festival is taking place October 28th through the 30th in Cedar City. And if you want to find out more information and check out the schedule, you can go to cedarlivestockfest.com. Well, for At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Heumann. We need to take a commercial break, but we have more adventure coming your way.
It's hunting season. Families come together, friends reconnect, parents include and teach their children. Make this year's hunt great with a new utility side-by-side or ATV. Stedman's Recreation has Utah's largest selection of Honda, Polaris, and Yamaha side-by-sides and ATVs. See them all at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Does your machine need to be tuned up? Need accessories? Stedman's Parts and Service Department can help.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
There's a little place on a Utah map where I was raised, where my heart's at, where the sagebrush grows wild and high, and the stars come out at night. Oh, there ain't nothing like being raised in the basin with a Ute reservation, skiing starvation, that Duchesne County life.
In a place that is beyond words, there is nothing to be said, except take your time in Bryce Canyon country.
Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Darren Kinder, and we're here at Monarch Honda in Orem, and we've got some really cool gadgets to put on your four-wheeler. And these are something that you may want to look at as a Christmas gift, or maybe you're heading out for the hunting season, and you want to put something on your machine to make it a little bit easier. So let's check some of these things out. First thing we have to show you is this DX trigger, and this is pretty unique. What this is, as you can see, it's just a little handle, and what you do is you take off the top part of your thumb throttle. This slides right down in between it, comes with 3 new screws, and what it allows you to do is to be able to give the machine gas without having to push your thumb in. So when your thumb starts getting that fatigue, especially if you haven't been out riding for a while, you can just easily reach over with your fingers and give it throttle without having to push it with your thumb. Now, another thing for your handlebars are these new heated grips, and these are really unique because the heating element and all of that is built inside of here, and you don't have to worry about gluing these on because you can see right here, it has a little clamp on it that tightens down with an Allen wrench. So you peel your old ones off, put these on, tighten them down, and you're done. You don't have to worry about the heating element getting bunged up inside of there. So really nice, especially in these colder months, these are going to be a big hit. Now for those of you who want to add a little excitement to the trail, you can get this Boss stereo system. Now it Bluetooths to your phone, it uses a 12 volt off your machine, and it has a control box up here that mounts to your handlebars. Now you can fast forward through your songs, you can power it up or down. It can also charge your cell phone as well. Now it has a lot of fun features as far as lighting up and all of those kind of things. So you can really take the party to the trail. Now it's really easy to put on your machine. It comes with these tie down straps that are either Velcro or cinch strap, either way, and you just put it right on your rear rack. All right, let's see what this thing can do. Now if you'd like to check out any of these gadgets or the hundreds of others in this place, get out into Monarch Honda. It's on 8th North and 4th West in Orem, and they'll be glad to show you all these cool things. I'm Darren Kinder. Stay tuned for more At Your Leisure as I rock out.
Like the wheel that you don't use in case if you get a popped wheel. It's kind of like a trunk, but it's different. I don't know. A fifth wheel is a car that has 5 wheels. A wheel could be a full wheel with 5 wheels or something.
In our never-ending push to come up with what's next, we took everything you love about the summit to an entirely new level. The next Ski-Doo Summit. Powerful, effortless. It's what's next.
When the road takes you farther than you knew possible. When the world is more beautiful than you've ever seen. When home is more comfortable than it should be. This is when you know you're in Kane County. The perfect mix of rural and urban, culture and adventure. Glendale, Orderville, Kanab, Bigwater. Small towns with more to offer than just peace and quiet. Kane County, Utah. Find the new you.
Wilma, I'm home.
Hey Fred, did you bring me a brontosaurus burger?
Isn't this perfect?
Oh my gosh, it's the Flintstone house.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out on the East Rim Trail. This is part of the ride that we're taking for Trail Hero. And this is an area that the founder or the organizer, the creator of this event, felt very passionate about because he was concerned whether people could share it.
I know, isn't it awesome?
And I guess there are a lot of thoughts about traveling in this area and having this kind of access.
It's a 20,000 acre playground for anything motorized, right? And I think that's pretty unique just in and of itself. But the other thing is it is right next to town. We were what, 7 minutes outside of Hurricane, and you're here on the trail out in landscape like this. It's wonderful.
It's, I think it's a number 2, some places rated number 3, so there's a couple little tricky spots. A lot of fun, it'll be very beautiful. We'll take you to show you some good scenery. We're gonna see the Flintstones Castle. We're gonna go to the overlook of the dinosaur tracks. There's the Escalante Dominguez trail marker that we're gonna visit. Actually, we may see 2 of them.
Oh my lands, today was exquisite, fabulous. I mean, the weather couldn't be better, the breeze, the scenery. I mean, this scenery here in southern Utah is exceptional. It's just fantastic.
I think we need to consider everybody's interests when we think about recreation and what we're able to do. Having public lands available for motorized use is one of those aspects. And you can have secluded areas that are hiking only and things like that too. But having the motorized aspect of it is a really important part of keeping the recreation opportunities open for everyone.
You know, once the land's all taken away, then we can't do anything like this. And people should have the opportunity to get out and see nature, to live in nature, to appreciate nature.
Trail Hero's doing a wonderful thing. They take care of the land, they respect the opportunity they have. They're doing a good thing out here, and we're excited to have them in Washington County.
Well, we're out here on the East Rim here in Hurricane, Utah, doing some four-wheeling, and these guys are sliding over this stuff like butter.
Yeah, we got to this first obstacle, and I was expecting Rita to say, I'm getting out, but she didn't. She actually stayed in. You're really brave, honey.
Listen, this is so much fun.
Well, right now we're going to break away from the trail and go to our trailhead adventure. You know, access like this is a very important thing, and there are places all over the state where not only government intervention may stop access, but private land intervention. Here's the story.
This is definitely an issue that's just come to the forefront now, even though it's an issue that actually spans hundreds of years.
American Fork Canyon, it's a place of alpine beauty and serenity. But it's also been a place of controversy over the decades. Conflicting uses have pitted locals against government, and government against business. It all began with mining back in the 1870s, and it continues today with recreation. In August of 2016, Snowbird Ski Resort was given approval by the Utah County Board of Adjustment to expand into the canyon, generating protests from residents and outdoor enthusiasts.
The Snowbird plan is to, as we did in Mineral Basin, is to build 2 lifts here. That's what we got the approval for from Utah County.
The resort will be increasing by 500 acres into Mineral Basin and Mary Ellen Gulch on the American Fork side of the mountain. Immediately after the announcement, many locals voiced concerns over the overall impact to the area. They also claimed public input was voided by both Snowbird and the Forest Service. Even the Utah County Commission took a stand after feeling shut out of the process.
It started with Mountain Accord and kind of a reach over the county, and that's when the flags kind of went up really quick. And when the flags went up on
why would we reach into Utah County without Utah County having some sort of representation there? That kind of alerted everything. And when that went up, then everyone started saying, okay, what's going on?
Today, many of the stakeholders have come together in the mountain to try to answer some of those questions. Representatives from the ski resort, local leaders, and off-highway clubs. They're all taking a look at the plans and potential impacts of the proposal.
In 2010, we have actually adopted this trail with the Forest Service. And so we're kind of concerned that we want to continue with the access with the Forest Service. We're a little bit concerned that we don't want to turn it into such a resort area that pretty soon we don't have access anymore.
We don't plan on limiting access, and we can't. Some of the roads back here are county roads, and so of course in the summertime those roads will stay open.
Expansion opponents also cite another concern: water quality. American Fork Canyon is dotted in old mines, many of which contain high levels of arsenic, lead, and zinc. If disturbed during construction or by the influx of resort visitors, those heavy metals could contaminate drinking water for the communities below. Fears of future development, such as hotels and restaurants on the expansion, have also been voiced.
I have heard of no plans to build hotels or condos on our property in American Fork Canyon.
We're dealing with activities and the use of natural resources that predate pretty much everybody that's up here today. And our responsibility now is to find a solution to cleaning up the past activity while we also make sure that we honor personal property rights, which is an essential protection under the Constitution, but we also have to make sure in that process honoring those rights that those rights aren't used to infringe on the well-being and health of the downstream water users and the public at large.
Exactly how the resort will impact the canyon and access for locals won't be fully known for several years. Public participation and gatherings like this could help shape decisions for the future. That's what everyone involved hopes will take place, and that the changes on the horizon won't be another example of business interests over local needs.
As often as we can communicate as neighbors and as friends, we can find resolutions to those issues as we work through them and come to the table, throw our ideas out there, and find a solution that's best suited to meet the needs of everybody.
Today has been a great day for us. It's been really good for us to network and be able to talk with a diverse group here that has many different interests.
The process is being set right now. That we're working on a plan. We'll continue to work through a plan, and we'll find a good process.
Our club is right in the forefront in wanting to keep this because this is such a beautiful alpine place, and it has access with all kinds of people with four-wheel drive, motorcycles, and horses if they dare. Just a beautiful place.
Hopefully, it'll stay that way. For At Your Leisure, I'm Terry Wood.
They're here. Ranger XP 1000, the most powerful Ranger ever. General 4, the off-road's most popular new crossover. And Ride Command, connecting you like never before. See the best of 2017. Or grab a great deal on remaining 2016s. Get rebates up to $3,000 during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Welcome to Castle Country, a land as diverse as its people, and a rural area that relies on responsible use of the land. Here, you will find adventure at every turn. From mountain peaks to sun-swept deserts, Castle Country has it all.
Don't let your next family outing end in tragedy. Don't drink and ride. Driving an OHV under the influence of alcohol is no different than driving your car under the influence of alcohol. Law enforcement officers will be out checking riders and operators of OHVs. You could end up seeing jail time, loss of driver's license, the same stiff penalties that apply to operating a car. This message is from the Utah Division of Parks and Recreation. Ride responsibly.
There's nothing prettier than this in the world than this site right here. It's all metallic and it comes in bright colors. Look at all those Jeeps.
And look at those meaty tires.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are on the East Rim Trail at the Trail Hero event, the very, very first one. And we think it's been so much fun today that there are going to be dozens to come every year. So just like Moab's got EJS, you need to kind of make room for
Yes,
TH.
And it's perfect because Moab is over Easter and this is October and it's a perfect time to come down here.
Really, the weather has been splendid. So Ria, we've seen a lot of terrain today. What's been your favorite part?
Everything. And I'm not kidding. Everything has been amazing.
Okay. Time for the business part of the show. There are some addicts out there that just wait every week for this moment. It's time for our weekly sticker winner.
Monkey business.
Monkey business. As a matter of fact, we happened to pick one of the many stickers we saw today on our show. So here you go. Here's the winner.
Okay, so we're out there and everybody wants AYL stickers for their Jeeps. So we give them all AYL stickers. We finish up and then we take pictures. And this guy was the random winner and he was our trail guide. He was awesome.
He was. Well, congratulations. You are the winner of a $400 gift certificate to RiFab, where you can get outdoor accessories and everything you could want to hit the trail. Now we have some upcoming events to discuss.
And first, Steve already talked about it in our travel adventure, and it's coming up this weekend. It's the Cedar City Livestock and Heritage Festival. You can find out more at cedarlivestockfest.com.
Then the following weekend, November 4th and 5th in Roosevelt, Utah, it's the Holly Fair. It's a craft and artisan event geared toward getting you ready for the holiday season. Get in the spirit of Christmas with us.
Now let's see what's coming up next week on the creepy AYL Halloween special.
And now next week on At Your Leisure, prepare for jumps, frights, and shivers. Our hosts go brave the haunted hollow, a path few men dare tread or follow. And Stephen finds himself on the swell, racing the sun and the devil as well. There's more chaos in store and frights to be seen, for next week's show is Halloween.
Make sure to watch next week's show.
Well, for a first-time event, this has been absolutely great.
It's been amazing. For their first year, they had one heck of a turnout, and it's just been fun all day long.
So, the Chad and Ria advice of the week is you need to mark your calendar now so you can go to Trail Hero next year. You do that by going to their website,
thetrailhero.com.
Remember, there's adventure around every bend, but
you just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure.
Let's roll.
Okay.
So,
now, remember us right here?
Oh, you guys are still in the picture.
Oh. You didn't tell me that. Hi, I'm Chad Booth from At Your Leisure. I hope you just enjoyed the YouTube video that you just watched. Now, remember, we come up with new videos like this every single week, so you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a single story that we have out. Now, you can also share us with all of your friends on social media. Here's how to do it right here. And that way, they can have fun too. If you want detailed information, we of course have our website, AYLTV.com, and from there you can find out which television stations we broadcast on, so you never have to spend a day without your fix of family-oriented outdoor recreation adventure. Plus, don't forget we have really cool contests.